Hola from the west side. It is me, DCThePurpleDiva, and welcome to Not So Random Chat, Friday night, TGIF. I hope everybody had a great week and a great Friday. It's been a long week for me, even though it was supposed to be a short week. The 4 days that I did work pushed almost 40 hours into 4 days. And it looks like it's going to be like that for a minute. Hey there, raining woman. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be like that for a minute at the office. But it's okay. Because I like making my money. I like making my coins, y'all. So I'm not going to complain because I got to work from home. I'm okay with that. How was your week, Miss Raining Woman? You being safe out in these YouTube streets? I know you are. I know you're being safe. Yeah, I've been checking out some of the stuff that's, going on. It really has nothing to do with me, but I've gone and listened to some of the playbacks and everything, and Hey Duname, how are you? Happy Friday night. But I'm glad things are starting to be a little bit more chill in these YouTube streets for some folk. And then, but it's a never-ending saga with some of the players. So I just do my thing, keep growing my channel, keep making more friends. Hey, AKA James. Happy Friday. I do me. I find that's the best way to walk these YouTube streets. Yeah, I work though, because I work in the back end of real estate finance. Before everything goes to Wall Street for securitizations for some of the stuff. Somebody has to look at the stuff to make sure that the loans are what the real estate lenders, the banks, are saying they are. And I work for one of I would say my company does a lot of business. We're not the largest, but we have the highest concentration of business going through our doors. So, and the majority of our staff work from home, just like myself. Hey, Stefan. How are you, friend across the pond? How are things in England or Great Britain? Hey, Cooking. yeah, it was a good day. My day today started earlier than usual. Had a mandatory managers meeting first thing this morning, just to let us know that, over the next month, we're going to be understaffed, but they still expect us to maintain the same level of work. And just, to remind all of us that as managers, we don't really work a 40-hour week. Like, I needed to be told that because I don't ever work a 40-hour week, but it's all good. It was a chance to actually be on the phone with my colleagues. I tell you, I can't wait for my annual review because it's coming up, y'all. It's coming up. Next month is my birthday. And the month after that is annual review time. Oh, and it's bonus time. For those of you who do those annual bonuses for companies that you work for, you know how they do you. You don't get your bonus from the year before until the next year. So, yes, I'm waiting for it. And it comes at the end of first quarter, which would be March. Cold and damp, huh? We had some rain over several days, but now they're telling us that we won't have any rain again for at least a week. At least a week. My birthday is next month too. My birthday is the week after next, as a matter of fact. Yes, it is. And I will be off work the day before my birthday, the day after my birthday. And my birthday is right after the Super Bowl, which is going to be on February the 2nd. And my birthday is on February the 4th. Me and Rosa Parks. Another year to get closer to old burger status. I don't know. I refuse to be old. I'm just older. Yep. We see next month is the purple month because our birthstone is amethyst. Another reason why I love purple, y'all. And we have 29 days this year. We have 29 days in February this year because it's a leap year. And today is Lunar New Year's, y'all. They have a Lunar New Year's, and it's today. So, I guess the new year we have at the beginning of the year is supposed to be the solar new year, supposedly. And today is the beginning of the lunar year. Interesting little fact. I know. Let's not think about that, Stephen. We won't think about that. Only happy thoughts. But your birthday is the same day as The singer Brandy. Brandy Norwood's birthday is the 11th too. I know. I remember you told me that. One of my friends, one of my best friends, lost her mom on her birthday. And her birthday is June the 2nd. So every year, you know, but she still tries to celebrate her birthday because her mom would have wanted her to. And she's the only child. But her dad is still alive and kicking. My dad is still here too. But he gave us a scare earlier this month. He had a kidney infection and he had kidney stones. Again, because he had them when he was younger. But he's doing well now, and he will be turning 81 on this coming Thursday. But if you guys notice how quiet it is in here, it's because my son is gone. King David has left the building, y'all. He's left the building. No, he's spending time with his dad. Today is his dad's birthday, so he's spending the weekend with his dad. Yep. Me too, Stefan. Me too. And my dad is a physician, you guys. And you guys know that doctors make the worst patients. The worst patients. You know, doing their own self-diagnosis and stuff. You know, and I know my dad. Because he knew what was wrong. And he took his time about going to the doctor. But he's doing better. And now he just needs to drink water. You know, that stuff called H2O? That's what he needs to do. That's what my dad needs to do. My dad has always been bad about this. Always. The man just needs to drink some water. You know? And I didn't want to chastise him about it while he wasn't feeling well. But guess what? I will be talking to him about that water. He's got to drink water. He can't drink pop, as he calls soda. Can't drink that all the time. Has to drink water at some point. I don't know. You know, he knows better. I drink water. My son drinks tons and tons and tons of water because I made him drink water, you know, without putting, you know, mixing it with juice or putting a little, you know, sugar in it or anything. From the very beginning, he always just drank water. And I did that so that he would like what it tastes, so he would get accustomed to the taste of water. You know, little did I know that he would later be diagnosed with autism. And a lot of people who have autism drink a lot of water because they like how it feels in their throat and stuff. It's something weird about it, but it's good. They likes water.
Particles of food in it.
Yeah, well, you know, we're working on that part.
Extra flavor. Shit.
Oh, yeah, my mom was a smoker. She had slowed down close to her death, but she had smoked most of my life. So she'd been a smoker since I was a kid. And the thing is that my dad had been a smoker at one point too. But my dad said the first time he coughed behind a cigarette, he wasn't smoking anymore. And I thought he was kidding. He stopped smoking cigarettes, but he did continue to smoke a pipe for some years. And then he finally stopped smoking a pipe. So he doesn't smoke anything and hasn't smoked anything in years. I think he may occasionally, smoke his pipe because he still has it, and but he doesn't really, but he does like the brown liquor on occasion, So, but he's in very, very good health. I mean, still working a full-time job and has a part-time job that's over 100 miles away from where he lives, that he goes to twice a month at 80. Yeah, I'd say my dad is, he's in better health than most 80-year-olds. I know. Yeah, they are. Cigarettes. Yeah, they are. But but here in America, we have other legal things that people smoke too. So, but those don't supposedly have addictive, qualities. So, but yeah. The nicotine. It's the nicotine, though. Good night, Raining Woman. Thanks for coming in. I will catch you on these YouTube streets. I'm catching your replays. Have a good evening. But yeah, but I mean, but to each his own. I don't smoke cigarettes. I did at one point in my life, but I was like a social smoker, and I would only like smoke when I was hanging out with my friends. And, this is when I was, back in my youth in my bar stage, when I would be hanging out in the bars and stuff with my friends. But that was a while ago. And then I think the last time I actually did something, it was those like what we call stripper cigarettes, the clove ones, which probably are worse for you than tobacco. But I don't care, like, if the person that I'm with, if they want to smoke cigarettes, that's fine. But, I just don't smoke them. Yeah, I know. Well, I smoked the other stuff, but I didn't smoke,
Right.
Yeah, I didn't smoke crack. But I did partake of Mary Jane. I probably partook of that more than ever smoking any kind of cigarettes. But nowadays, that's nothing to these kids today. They're on some other stuff, on
harder drugs like the Molly and man, they get into things, you know, that the ecstasy, and I'm like, you don't even know what that is. You don't even know what they made that with, you know, and you know, a lot of them get sick off of that stuff. You know what I mean? At least the cannabis that we were partaking of grew out of the earth. So, you know, but you know, now they put they making it stronger than, you know, it was back then. You don't know what's involved in it, but hopefully they're staying safe. Oh yeah, like my mom, she lived with me because I had two houses at the time when my mom was still alive, and so she lived in my second house and my back house because it was two houses. But she didn't smoke her cigarettes in the house. She went outside to smoke her cigarettes because I didn't want them smoked in the house. You know, so that was our deal. And that probably cut down on her smoking as much, you know. But, you know, like I said, grown folk are going to do what they want to do. They're going to do what they want to do. I remember my mom had a heart attack. And we begged her to stop smoking. We begged her to stop smoking. And she kept on. So, you know, at that point, and it was like, it was horrible because when she was in the hospital from the heart attack, she couldn't smoke. And we had to keep apologizing to the hospital staff because my normally sweet mother was so mean to these people because she couldn't have any cigarettes. I was looking at Speed C. Yeah. Well, I mean, I have friends that, I mean, back in the day would do like tabs of acid. You know, they would drop a tab. They would do the LSD. Because it would just be on them little pieces of paper. You know? But mainly they just stuck to the Mary J. That's what my friends stuck to. Oh, let me put a disclaimer. This live stream will be 18 and over because of some of the content of this conversation tonight. I will be marking this as 18 and over when it goes for replay. Just an FYI. But yeah, you know, I don't know, maybe I was scary. And, you know, my dad, I think he tried to scare all of his kids about, you know, hard drugs. So that's probably the reason why the only thing we did, I mean, and there was plenty of, you know, with the parent that's a doctor, there was plenty of pharmaceuticals in my house. Plenty of pills. If I wanted to pop pills, I could have popped pills. But I wasn't popping pills because I didn't know what they were going to do to me. You know, and I didn't even really smoke any marijuana until I got to college. That was kind of like my college thing for the most part. So But I don't know what, I guess compared to what they have today, whatever, I think what I had back then was probably stronger, but it was a long time. It was in the 80s. So, and I was already in California, and my opinion is that the California stuff was very different from what was back east, because that was one of the reasons why I never even really bothered with it back east where I grew up, because it was dirt. You didn't feel anything. So I'm like, I'm not spending my money on this dirt. Then I came to Cali, and my roommate in college was from here. And so she hooked me up. With that Cali stuff. So that's what happened. But I mean, these days, places like, like here in California and other places where it's legal, a lot of people start growing their own stuff. I'm like, that's one of the things, because there's a lot of YouTubers that are in the cannabis community. Hey, Uppity Unicorn. David's not here tonight, Miss Uppity Unicorn. He's gone to his dad's. Mommy is a free bird until Sunday night. Yes, she is. So Mommy's playing. Mom's playing, that's right. But some of the stuff that these kids do today, I mean, here's the thing. If crystal meth existed when I was a kid, or when I was, younger, I didn't know nothing about it. Maybe it was a suburbs drug. I don't know. Because, and when I first heard about it, it was like in the suburbs and stuff, but it has moved all over. That's a crazy one, because I see what it does to people. And it's like, you're 30 and you look like you're 50. Why would you do that to yourself? But on YouTube, there's a whole like 420 community on here. And I love going in their chats, because like I told you guys before, those are the most drama-free chats. They don't have no drama in their chats. And they have rules, of course, in their chats, just like anybody else, and they will put somebody out, but generally they put people out for disrespecting the rules. So American, what is it called? What are they called? They're called American Patriot. Because I subscribe to them. Let me tell you, Uppity, I'll tell you. Let me look them up. I gotta look. Because I was in there live yesterday. I didn't go in it today. But it's called, what is it called? Armed American Patriot. That's the name. Armed American Patriot. They have it's a 420 Grow network. And there's a lot of 420 channels that are in their chat. Armed American Patriot. All in capital letters. Let me see if I can pull them up. Let me see if I can find them. Armed American Patriot. Yeah, they have like a beehive going, doing their whole chat where you can see the bees pollinating. Yeah, so their chat is like a beehive. It's really, really cool though. And you can grow your channel in their chat, and they are loyal. Okay, so let me find their channel. I'm gonna share their I'm gonna share their link in the chat. So give me a second. I'm gonna put it in the chat for you guys. So it's Armed American. We get it. I'm spelling. You guys give me a second. Patriot. Okay, so I'm just dropping their link in the chat for anybody who wants to go check out their live streams. Tell them DC the Purple Diva sent you. But you'll like their chats. You'll like the channels in their chat. I'm telling you, you really will. And it is a lot of 420 channels. So, obviously, this is for the 18 and over. And obviously, some of them are the 21 and over. But they're really, really cool. Really cool. And they're like all over the country. So, especially like if you live in a state where recreational is legal, there'll probably be quite a few in the state that you're in, but all the ones that I have, whose channels I've been to, are really good, really cool. A lot of them have, videos showing their setups and everything. And they're, all their beautiful flowers. So definitely check that one out, Up for the Unicorn. I saw them. I met them in TR Nari's chat, as a matter of fact. Because they do come to his chat and he goes to their chat. He's Jamaican. He doesn't smoke, but he's Jamaican. No problem. No problem. I'm always going to tell you guys about positive channels. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, Stephen. But I always will tell you guys about cool channel, about cool live streams, because there's enough positive energy on YouTube and enough positive channels to counteract a lot of the negative that people have encountered, especially if you're trying to, you've got good content, which you do, Uppity Unicorn. You need people to hear your stuff, and I promise you, you'll find people in that growth stream that will subscribe to your channel and will actually come to your lives. And what a lot of people don't know is that, if you go and you go into growth streams and you subscribe to people and then you unsubscribe to them, YouTube will hit you for doing that. So the streams I tell you guys to go to, or I encourage you guys to go check out, are positive streams. And if you're looking to network with positive channels and everything, these are channels that are the types of channels that you want. They're not trolls. They're going to support the growth of your channel.
period. So yeah, that's true. I know. I feel you on that, Stefan. But, you know, there's some people that say that helps their creativity. You know, a lot of musicians say that that helps their creativity. I'm going to have to get another scented candle. This one's dead. It's dead. I had this, it's, what kind of candle is it? It's, blue hyacinth. But it's gone. It's dead now. It's one of those ones that has the 3 wicks in it and it's scented. Like when you first start burning it, you don't really smell it. But after about an hour, you start to smell it. And as it gets deeper into the candle, you really smell it. It's dead now. So I'm going to get some more. I'm going to get like 2 of them tomorrow when I go out. Yeah, I'm working on my writing right now too, Stefan. I'm just doing the finishing on the one about my son, and I'm starting on another one. Yeah. Sometimes when I'm doing my writing, I do it in audio. Like I'll tape you know, what I want to write, and then I'll come back and actually, you know, type it in later. But I'll get it all out so I can get, you know, the whole sentences and paragraphs out and everything. And then I'll listen back to it, and then I'll just type them out. I know they have this program that you can put on your computer. I think it's Dragon something. That's supposed to audio, you know, you do your audio and you can dictate the words. But I've never tried that one. I do it on my iPad and on my laptop. Yeah, I'm writing on my iPad. But the book on my son is 10 chapters. Yeah, the book on raising my son is 10 chapters. I have a typewriter, a word processor. I have a typewriter, and but I do it on my iPad. Yeah, Uppity I think she's still here. Uppity's writing a book. Uppity Unicorn's writing a book too. I think she's further in her editing than I am, though. Oh, Uppity Unicorn, I was going to tell you, the video where you were showing your face and you were showing the makeup, I know it is hard to get the right color makeup. For me too. That's why I don't like wearing foundation. That's why I don't like to wear it. But I'm going to probably have to start putting on some because now I have a bite mark on my face. And I can see it, even if nobody else. No, you can see I have a bite mark on my face. So yeah, I'm going to have to start putting maybe some concealer over that so that people don't see a bite mark on my face from my son. Well, Uppity, why don't you try CBD? Have you tried CBD oils and stuff? The CBDs, because it's supposed to calm. CBD, like my son has had like the CBD oil. It helped. You did 3 other books? Yeah. That's the reason why I stopped smoking cigarettes, up at the Unicorn. One of the reasons why I stopped being a social smoker is because smoking cigarettes was going to probably trash my voice. And I mean, think about it. Whitney Houston, rest in peace, and I loved her voice. But it was the smoking the cigarettes that trashed her voice. But she had been smoking since she was a teenager. See, that's what people don't understand, is that she started smoking as a teenager. You know, and then you think about the great, remember Sarah Vaughan, the singer? Remember the jazz singer Sarah Vaughan? When she was a young lady, she was at first soprano. By the time she was an older lady, she was singing bass because she smoked cigarettes her whole life. Yeah. If cigarette smoking can trash your voice. I don't know if I don't know if the I don't know if smoking marijuana would do the same thing. I don't know. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, Uppity. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I know it's cigarettes. I don't know, but it scared me off from cigarettes. I'll tell you that much. But see, now with all the dangers with the vaping stuff and everything, all the youngsters that were doing the vaping for their marijuana and everything, I don't know. Maybe they'll go back to smoking. Instead of vaping it, because they trying to vape so they wouldn't be intaking smoke. The carb, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The carbon monoxide, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, let me think. What's her name? See, Jill Scott. I know she smokes trees, or did smoke trees at one point, because she talked about it in her music. But I think she also smokes cigarettes. So, yeah, I don't know. But her voice seems to be fine at this particular point. I don't know. Hard to say. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the vaping thing, and then the vaping thing it don't sound so people have died from the vape pens. So I don't know. That makes them a little scary. So maybe people just do it the old-fashioned way. I mean, well, I think if they just do the papers, then you don't have the thing. But I don't know if you do the blunt papers. I think there's nicotine in that. So I don't know. Yeah, Erykah Badu doesn't change her voice either. Her voice is still the same. I know a lot of the singers, people in the industry do smoke marijuana. I know cigarettes will trash your voice though. I know they will. Exactly. You're probably safer that way. And I mean, unless you're up there doing it smoking them like cigarettes or something, I don't think that it would have the same effect anyway. An occasional doobie is a different situation, I don't think that's going to have much effect on your voice. I think it's just, like with Whitney, think about it. From age 17, and she didn't make it to 50, but she was close to 50 when she died. So she was smoking cigarettes for over 30 years, almost 30 years. Yeah, from 17 to, I think she was 47, 48 when she died? Yeah, for 30 years of smoking cigarettes. So, we definitely know that cigarettes can have an effect on the singing voice. We know that for sure. But if you just need, an occasional doobie just to mellow out, Miss Uppity, that's a totally different thing. Because
Did she say doobie?
I said doobie. And I'm old, y'all. A blunt. But I know it's supposed to help with calming. I know that the CBD. Now, I know that they have the CBD in flowers, and people say that it smells the same as, regular marijuana, but it doesn't, have the THC in it. But I guess I have to ask someone who's smoked it, how it made them feel, But for my son, I would just be getting, the edibles or the the titcher or something like that for that. Because he's not a smoker. So he's not going to be doing that. I know we used to have the little, man, I remember back in the day, I had a lipstick, but it wasn't a lipstick. It wasn't a lipstick. Back in the day, me and this guy that I was dating went to Vegas, and I bought it in one of them little shops. It was a lipstick, and when you pulled the lipstick out, it was nice little pipe.
for smoking. And this was before, obviously, there was such a free spirit with the Mary Jane. So, but it was funny because, I have friends that would get on planes, take their stuff with them, thought nothing of it back in the day. They wouldn't do it now, but back then they would just do. They had all kinds of ways to hide their their stash. It was crazy to me, and but I'm like, now you don't need to do that because most of the places you can go, it's probably going to be legal. So and I don't know. I mean, here's what my thinking is on marijuana versus other what they consider illicit drugs is that it's probably more older people that are taking advantage of the of the medicinal and now recreational, because I just think that that's probably what they would probably be most comfortable with if they were going to do something. I know, that's what I'm saying. It's probably older people. The youngsters. And this is not a generalization, but some I know are doing other stuff. Now, I'm not saying they don't smoke weed. I'm saying that they will also dabble in other things as well. Which is probably why people think try to make marijuana into this gateway drug that it never was. Because, whether they wanted to admit it or not, there were far more medicinal purposes for it other than the recreational purpose for it in the first place. And we all know that I don't even know how we got on this conversation, but we all know that the original agriculture that was grown in the United States was hemp. It was not cotton. It was hemp. Because when they came here, it was growing all over the daggone place. Yes. It was all over the place. That was the best thing. When the Indians gave them that, they saw the other uses for it. So that's what I'm saying. I know. I mean, that's for my son, that's why I would do the CBD. That's why I was really happy when they finally made CBD, separated it from, the THC component of cannabis. Especially, for someone like my son, But, now, I still have to be careful of what I'm getting when I get that for him to make sure it's, right components, even when it's an edible or something. Oh, the smell of alcohol. I was never a brown liquor drinker. And for me, it's more, I would like wine. Hey, Terry. But yeah, alcohol, especially if you don't drink, it doesn't smell too hot. you know, but it looks like, I mean, eventually they're going to decriminalize marijuana because it's probably the government knows that they can make more money by legalizing it. So that's really the motivation that's making all the states legalize it. Period. Money. And once it's been ratified by a certain amount of states, then it becomes federal law. So I think that that's what's going on. But I like the fact that it is becoming that because people who've had marijuana convictions are able to get those things expunged from their records. Little thing like that can keep people from getting a job. Yeah, that's true. And yeah, doesn't hashish come from the same? It has hash. Yeah, that comes from the same plant. It's all the same plant. The same plant. The same plant. Everyone will get stoned. I don't know. The joke is that that's how Donald Trump got into office, because California was too busy legalizing marijuana to vote on the president. They were more interested in getting high. That's like the joke about the last election. Well, we all know that the impeachment that's going on right now, the hearings, is a joke. A joke because they're not going to be able to present the case the way that it should be presented. No witnesses, no testimony, everything's being withheld. So that's just going to be a real joke. Yep, it's going to be a real joke. And so then you have to wonder, you have to think to yourself, guys, and I know I've just switched to another topic, y'all see, but when you think about that, guys, because I'm thinking about, how he's slipped around the marijuana thing, this whole pregnancy, this whole presidency. But now, if they don't actually impeach him, what the heck is going to happen? Are people going to seriously allow this man to be in this office for another 4 freaking years? I mean, and these weak-minded Republicans but Clinton got impeached and did not run and could not run. He was a one-term president. And the way that they're running this thing, Biden or whoever it's going to be on the Democratic side, because unfortunately there's no strong independent candidate to go up against the 2 stronghold political parties in this country. So Biden or whoever it's going to be
is going to have to come out guns blazing, and they're going to have to come out much, much stronger than they have been doing with all this lollygagging, because it's going to take something to beat this man. If these, let me choose my words carefully, if these people on Capitol Hill allow this man to not be punished for anything that he has done wrong. And that they ignore the abuse of power. You know, I mean, I don't understand why that is being minimized. Why is it being minimized? You know, are you telling us to not see what we saw, to not hear what we heard? Is that what you're telling us? That we didn't see it? That we didn't hear it? Yeah, exactly. Like, what? Does he have to go out in the middle of the street and commit murder? Of course, he said that he could do that and still nothing would happen. That's what he says. Oh, that Brexit thing, man. Isn't March the new deadline, Stefan? Isn't March the new deadline? Yeah, he said that. And so, Stefan, let me ask you, what's your feeling about Harry and Meghan stepping down from royal duties? You know, for me, I personally get it. You know, and I think that this is something that he wanted. You know, I don't think it was just her, but I think that they're trying to blame it all on her. Oh, you hate it? Well, I don't know. I think maybe they feel that they would do more. They would do more good not participating in that. You know, he's always been a rebel. Yeah, I think that's very true. I think he's really protecting his family, meaning his wife and his son. I think that's what he's doing, and he's not going to allow them to break his family apart. I think that's really what this is about. I know they are awful, you know, and he's not going to give them the opportunity to start saying things because about his kid, you know, being mixed race, and about his wife being mixed race. And I just feel, for me, I feel so embarrassed for her with her father and that part of her family. Her father is such an embarrassment to Megan. He is such an embarrassment to her. It's like, you know, in my head, I think people just thought that it was her black family that was going to act the fool, and they have done nothing of the sort. But her freaking father is just a loser, and he just keeps. Ugh. I think she's a very pretty girl too. Her father's just, oh, he's just a piece, you know, he's a piece of, you know what? You know, he just is. But yeah, I mean, I think that those of us outside of you know, England understand, you know, why he's doing it, because, you know, a lot of us remember Princess Diana, you know, and it was just awful how that woman was treated. And she did nothing wrong. She fell in love. I mean, she was actually in love with Charles. And he just used her for royal heirs. You know, and when she realized that, I think it just broke her heart. You know, it broke her heart. You know, now he's with who he wanted to be with in the first freaking place. Which is just that chick, you know, Camilla. She's horrid looking to me. Horrid looking to me. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate them or anything. I just think I just don't like the way that they treated Diana. And I did not like the way that I was seeing that they were treating Meghan, you know, and I felt part of it was because she was American and that she was a Black American. You know? So it was just, you know, I think that, you know, what Harry did that also too, if you think about it, you know, it would have not gone favorably, no matter what her race is, if she was treated poorly, you know, in England from an American standpoint. And I think that Harry recognized that, and he didn't need that, you know, his family don't need that kind of heat. Yeah, I mean, she even converted to the Church of England. You know,
She even converted to the Church of England. Yeah, I think that Harry's going to be fine. You know, the fact is, he is the favorite royal. You know, people like him. He's better looking than his brother, and he's a ginger. And his son is a ginger. Although I don't think that his son looks like an Archie, but I guess he's going to grow into that name. Yeah, I was raised Catholic too, Stefan, but I'm not anymore. I'm definitely non-denominational Protestant, you know, definitely. But I believe. I don't consider myself spiritual. I consider myself, I don't consider myself religious. I consider myself relational. You know, I have a relationship. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of good things to say about the Catholic Church, though. So I don't want to go on my rants about them, you know, and the pedophilia in the Catholic Church. It's just not. Yeah, I'm in a good mood. You know, it's just sad. The Catholic Church is wicked. You know, not the people. The government of the church is wicked. Yes, that's what's wicked. So, but let me look at this cat chat. I'm looking at the chat. I know I'm about to close it down. I'm going to close it down earlier tonight. And tomorrow, guys, I do not think that I'm going to be on because I am going to a Jersey party for a birthday. I may vlog a little bit at the party, though. Yeah, I might do that. But I'm going to go out and have some fun since my son is out. He's having fun, y'all. And I think they're going to be doing karaoke at the thing tomorrow. So I might see if I can get somebody to videotape me doing some karaoke. Maybe. I know that, Stefan. Yeah, you did, Darren. You showed up late. Yeah, and I'm about to jump off tonight. You know, David is not here. And, but I wanted to come on for a little while because I may come on tomorrow at some point during the day, but I know I won't be on tomorrow night because I'm not going to be home at this time. I'm going to be out. Gonna be partying. I might be getting back around this time because y'all know I'm old. So I probably won't stay out too late tomorrow night. But I'm gonna go out for a little while, and shake my groove thing. But you guys, until then, y'all know how we do it. Until tomorrow, or till the next time that I see you guys. Hey, everybody. I offer you guys peace and blessings from the West Side, guys. Bye, everybody. See y'all next time.
Bye.